Today, we're exploring another powerful teaching from Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount, his words on oaths. Found in Matthew 5:33-37, Jesus' teaching on oaths challenges us to be people of integrity, whose words carry weight on their own without the need for grand promises or vows. In this passage, Jesus emphasizes honesty and transparency. He's calling us to be people whose yes means yes and whose no means no. Let's dive in and see how Jesus' teaching on oaths connects to his vision for a life of integrity. Jesus begins by saying, "Again, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, 'Do not break your oath, but fulfill to the Lord the vows you have made.'" Matthew 5:33. At the time, people often swore oaths by invoking God's name to show they were serious. This was a common practice to emphasize honesty. But Jesus is about to take things to a deeper level. Then Jesus says, "But I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool. All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one." Matthew 5:34-37. Here, Jesus is encouraging us to be people who don't need to swear by anything to prove our honesty. Instead, he calls us to live with such integrity that our word alone can be trusted. Our yes should simply mean yes, and our no should mean no. James 5:12. "Above all, my brothers and sisters, do not swear, not by heaven or by earth or by anything else. All you need to say is a simple yes or no." James echoes this teaching in James 5:12, reminding us not to swear by anything, but to let our words speak for themselves. It's a call to live with honesty in all our interactions. In Jesus' time, people often swore by different things to make their statements seem more credible. But this could become a way of manipulating the truth, making their promises seem stronger than their actual commitment. Jesus is teaching us to avoid that. He's asking us to speak truthfully and openly in a way that doesn't rely on outward assurances. Ephesians 4:25. "Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor." In Ephesians 4:25, Paul calls us to put off falsehood and speak truthfully. This means our lives should reflect God's truth, making oaths unnecessary because honesty is part of who we are. When Jesus says anything beyond this comes from the evil one, he's warning us against the tendency to use words manipulatively. Our honesty should come from a place of sincerity, not from trying to prove something or to get our way. He's warning us against the tendency to use words manipulatively. Our honesty should come from a place of sincerity, not from trying to prove something or to get our way. So, what does this mean for us today? Jesus is calling us to be people whose words are dependable and sincere, without needing extra assurance or exaggerated promises. He's encouraging us to let our honesty reflect God's truth in all we say and do.